Давай я дамажу, потом продолжу своей хуйней.
Новый. Да как его накрыть? Хуйня откатывается.
Say, okay, we're not going to support Adobe Animate, but at least we're not going to take it away from you to download. In the future, you can still have it there. They don't even have a proper one-to-one alternative. You know, it's not something like, hey, we have a new software called Adobe Motion. Just move over to that, okay? That's what we're actually working on. This is old software. No, they just completely got rid of it and gave you nothing out there. It's almost similar to like Microsoft, where like, hey, here's Windows 11, you know, we're fucking it up consistently. We're also gonna take away Windows 10 from you. It's like, why take away the thing that works when you don't even have a proper replacement for it in the first place? But again, I really believe that a lot of this just comes down to Adobe, like many software companies, basically getting really, really comfortable in taking away your stuff because they know they can, right? Like they know that for most people who buy the Adobe suite or use this shit, they really don't have an alternative, especially if you're somebody that
progressing through and contributing to a world other people also love. You have value and connection, even if not actively explored, which means the biggest strength of the MMORPG genre was the community around it. Now, playing games with other people online used to be a novel thing, and MMOs really tapped into this as their central focus, their core design. Play with other people. And as the years have moved on, that's not novel anymore. And now the MMORPG genre is trying to compete in a mechanical way against other games like MOBAs or
you thinking through the reality, which is free energy from reusable materials, as I've just explained. They have donors who still make money selling you fossil fuels, and so they do not want you thinking about how much you're spending and how we have the opportunity to stop. Even worse, they'll artificially lower the cost of fossil fuels through subsidies, even though they're supposedly the party against that sort of thing. I am very scared of what the future of this country looks like.
Yeah, it's a pretty big thing to say, but they are, like, their currency specifically is one of the hardest ones to get there, not because China doesn't do a ton of business and that's too valid, because they have these strict capital controls, and you can't get money out of the country. So people don't want to hold a lot of yuan. If you're I don't know, Poland or something, your central bank doesn't want to hold a bunch of yuan. It's very difficult. The capital controls prevent it from moving freely. It doesn't float freely.
What they also, I was going to
Шоу продолжается.
Во, найс вообще просто. Котлета.
Любопытно. Такого исхода я не ожидала.
Поймал, сука. Ебучий кинь.
Мир.
Безумство всего-навсего лишь наша слабость. На что пойдешь, ты ж завтра свое скрасить стали.
Happily Xing in their box, while others have had some post-Xing clarity. In spite of all its flaws, you have to admit that just getting a game as big as Morrowind to even run on a console back then That was an accomplishment in and of itself. To make an omelet, you have to break a few eggs. And in order to get these games functional on consoles, sacrifices had to be made. But that isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes there can be beauty in reaching a compromise. Compromise can force you beyond the limit of what you once thought was possible, compel you to experiment with new ideas, or reflect on what needs to improve.